Hi there, this is another video of me showing off, this time not another Alice pack and not an Alice pack frame. First of all, let's start with the pack. This is what's called the Nato ALICE. You can find it on German eBay as a Turkish army rucksack or backpack, or Nato ALICE pack. It goes by both names. Apparently, they are used or have been used in Turkey and have been produced by NATO in close resemblance of an Alice pack, or basically they are quote-unquote fake Alice packs, or genuine NATO issue Alice packs. They have the D-ring and the fastener for the frame, the D-ring to mount the shoulder straps on, and these have like these interesting side pouches with like tensioners or fasteners, where you can put like a 1 liter water bottle or Coke bottle in there. I think 1 liter Coke PET bottles will fit perfectly in these, and you have them on both sides. Which means though that the Alice strap or big webbing for Alice clips, it's sewn over where these side pouches are. However, the material is really nice. It's like I don't know how many denier, like 300, 500 denier, I guess by feel. Nylon or polyester material, and they have like a thin rubberized coating inside. As far as I know, they are like totally waterproof. I clean all my backpacks when I buy them used in the bathtub, and I figured when I was like putting this through the bathtub filled with soap water, like these pouches, they don't have the little hole, the little rivet like all other Alice packs have to let water out in case water gets inside. So basically, you can use this to go to a river and get water with it. These packs are like perfectly watertight, and the water, I held it up and the water stayed in there, and I was really impressed how waterproof these actually are. However, in case you're wearing this outside and you actually forget to close your lid of one of these pockets, or close it, have it in a way that water can get inside, then you're done for, because there's no way that the water will get out naturally. So you basically have to put the pack upside down to get the water out. On one side, it's a really great material. I really like it because, for example, it's also on the top hatch like this. This map pocket thing. As you can see, it's the same material on the upper and on the lower side, unlike all the other Alice packs, all the original Alice packs that have like a rubberized bottom. On this pack, both parts of the lid have the same material, and both material sides are simply waterproof, period. On the inside, it's just a regular medium Alice pack, but with the neater woodland camo material. Okay, now this was everything good about it. The shoulder straps on this, they are about 1 centimeter thick or thin, and this is basically, this rather feels like soft wood than foam. It is so hard, it's like crazy, extremely firm foam, to a level that it feels rather uncomfortable to wear. I mean, even imagining running around with some weight on your shoulders for an hour with these straps on, this will be uncomfortable, period. They're just not comfortable, that's it. I mean, the material is great and it looks great. It's woodland camo, which is very expensive on other specs in Germany, on the German market, or internationally. I mean, woodland camo Alice packs are expensive, period. However, these shoulder straps, I mean, they look cool, tactical look to them, but totally not practical, totally impractical, because, you see, like I can hardly violently pinch this or punch this together. It's like so stiff, so firm, it's just uncomfortable, period. Quick releases. Don't ask me why. I mean, this was some reproduction by the NATO. They copied LC1 Alice straps. They copied the very first iteration of Alice pack shoulder straps, meaning that one side has no quick release, on the other side you have the quick release. And now when I open this quick release, if I can open this quick release, yeah, you probably already see it. These things rust like crazy. And it's not just the quick release. No. Every metal buckle on these NATO issued quote-unquote Turkish Alice packs, every rivet, everything on these super awesome, in theory, packs is rusting. Nothing is stainless. No single rivet, no piece of metal is stainless on these. The fasteners, they are somewhere in between the cheap reproduction ones and the genuine issue American ones. They are not as thick and not as durable as the American ones. However, they feel stronger and stiffer than the reproduction ones, which is logical, because these things are probably made from iron or non-stainless steel, some cheap steel, so they are heavier than the cheap ones, the cheap reproduction ones, because they are made of sheet aluminum. And naturally, aluminum is softer, but also is very much lighter than these things. So these are heavier. Yes, they are durable, but they are all rusting. I mean, the only thing that didn't rust is this buckle, which is the buckle for the radio compartment on the inside of the bag. Everything else will eventually rust. And that's where I am very not comfortable with this pack. In theory, this is a super cool pack. The material is nice. The outside pockets are really neat. As a person who wants to use his backpacks, I don't need tactical water pouches or water bladders that I can put inside of my pack, or a backpack themselves that I can wear around, when I can have a backpack, a modern backpack that is basically quote-unquote an Alice pack. This is not an Alice pack, it's a NATO-issued reproduction of an Alice pack. However, these side pouch thingies where you put a water bottle in, how cool is it to just put like a 1 liter Coke bottle on the side of your Alice pack, and basically there's room for 2 bottles. You can wear around like a glass bottle of water, a plastic bottle of water, a bottle of Coke, bottle of Fanta, a bottle of Sprite, whatever you want, 7-Up, Mountain Dew, I don't care. This makes so much sense nowadays in the year 2023. Why would you carry around a water bladder, or why would you carry around a canteen, like as a hobbyist, or whether you're like a bushcrafter, or I don't know what kind of hobby person using a surplus backpack. It makes so much sense to have these pouches basically designed for 1 liter bottles of drinks, of water, of Coca-Cola, of whatever. You can throw a bottle of mineral water in there, like a glass bottle. It all fits, it's nice, it makes sense, and you can simply close it with this like little push button tensioner and use that, and then you're done. That's it. Bob's your uncle. It works. It's simple, it works. Why haven't they done it in the 70s? Would have made so much sense. Yes, it's military issue. Yes, canteens are there for a reason. Yes, if you are on survival for 2 weeks in some jungle in who knows which country, at the end of the world, hidden undercover, not to be discovered by the enemy, having your water purification tablets and your canteen, yes, it may make sense to have that canteen there, and everything is thought through, and they probably had their reasons back in the day. However, nowadays, if you want a practical Alice pack, get this Alice pack. Either if you don't care about the rust, or if you want to do or dare to do what I eventually plan to do, which is removing all the metal parts, which also means drilling out every single godforsaken rivet in this pack because I can't stand the rust. And it's super annoying to me that they did this. I mean, on one hand, I want to keep it original. On the other hand, this isn't a quote-unquote original Alice pack anyway. And once again, every metal part is rusting. Why? Just why? Why would they have done this? This is such nice material. This is manufactured so well. The webbing is very stiff and definitely military grade. This is surplus grade stuff. And then everything on it is rusting. And I guess this is why they are selling them now or throwing them on the market on eBay for relatively cheap. You can get this in Germany for around, I bought this one for 36 euros. You can get them, I think, for 32 euros, but then they are like B grade. This is like, I paid 36 euros and they are basically like top quality, Turkish army surplus backpacks. Just why? I mean, I love this pack and I hate everything metal about it. Okay, that's this pack. Another thing that I wanted to show, what I've done over the past week. Building an Alice pack frame. And I've done this using a plumber's pipe wrench. No, what's it called? A pipe bending wrench, I think it's called. Which is basically just a huge lever, a huge tongue that you use to bend metal pipes. It has like this little round thing where you put the pipe in, like a little guide, and then you have like a roll, and with lots of violence and lots of effort, you can like put these 90-degree angles in. And if you forget to, there's like a little piece. A little piece of formed metal that is like rounded on the inside, so that you put on top as a guide, like for this roll. If you forget it, then you basically flatten the tube, so it becomes like this. So this was like my first mistake try. Also, this isn't like a 90-degree angle. I bought this tool cheap on eBay, used for like 20 euros or something, and it has no degree guide on it. If you buy the thing new now on eBay or AliExpress or wherever you wanna find this, I think it's like plumber pipe bending device or something. It has two guides for 15mm diameter and for 22 diameter. 15mm diameter pipe and for 22mm diameter pipe. This material that I used, actually these are, as you can see, these are segmented pieces. I think on this side you can see it better. Yeah, like these are segments of Polish tent, what's it called? Tent stick sets, like Polish tent sets, where you have like 3 of these aluminum segments. You get 4 tent nails or tent packs, and some plastic end caps, like one of the pipe parts has an end cap on the top and one has an end cap on the bottom, and then you have a middle part, and then you stick those 3 together and you get like a 1 meter, or I think it's 78 centimeters or something, like stick, like a tent pole. I bought those sets from my local surplus store for I think 90 cents a piece, where you have like 3 of those segments. Then I got this plumber tool. I wrote myself in Excel, I wrote myself a calculator to calculate basically how to bend and stuff. Let's just leave it at that. I wrote myself a calculator how to bend that stuff, and did the calculations and figured everything out. Messed up the first try. This is why this thing here is like a bit not symmetrical, because these angles are simply off a bit. And what I've done then is basically I've bent all the parts that are needed, which were like I bent 2 parts for the top, 2 parts for the bottom here. Then I bent 2 parts for the sides and used 2 straight parts, so I had the basic L shape of the frame. After that, I stuck it all together. I dry fit it. Then I put like JB weld in there, which is like epoxy putty or liquid metal, which is like the cheap stuff from AliExpress. You can see it here. And I've smeared that on all of the connections, fit it together and leaned it against the wall, like on a 90-degree angle, making sure everything was straight. Let it dry. Then I drilled those holes on like somewhat of a 45-degree angle towards the inside of the frame, like a little bit angled, not straight in this way, not straight that way, because those would be, I think, parts where it could easily break. So I tried to keep it like a little bit diagonal, a little bit of angle. And yeah, here did the same as well, like in a 45-degree angle, 45-degree angle from that side. And first of all, I put like all the base frame parts together. Then these side parts here, I built myself a guide to bend these around. So yeah, measured and guesstimated and bent those parts, and then drilled the holes through those parts, riveted everything together. Under the rivets, there's always like a bit of this JB weld stuff or epoxy liquid metal stuff. And I used the cheap stuff from AliExpress, like very cheap, made in China stuff for like 100 grams of that stuff for like €4 or something. I bought a bulk of that a few years ago. I always buy stuff in bulk, like always buy, like what do they say? 2 is 1 and 1 is none. And I don't want to have one. I want to have bunches of stuff. I always buy a bunch of super glue, a bunch of epoxy, a bunch of liquid metal epoxy, a bunch of whatever I buy. In the long run, everything's cheaper that way. Okay, that being said, all the corners, I've smeared some extra, epoxy stuff on the corners to not rip my backpack open, to not destroy it. This thing here, like this bar here on the very bottom. Focus, yes, thank you. I built this from spare pieces that I had lying around. This is also always also a part that I forgot the guide thing here, and then the connector parts that like stick into each other, like from the pipes here. This is the outer pipe, and there's like this inner on the lower part. There's this inner connector part that goes inside of here. I broke these off on these 2 parts, on these 2 angles. And then I figured, once I had that L shape, originally I just wanted to have this L shape and that's it. When I had that built, it always kept falling over, and I realized it's like an old people's chair. What's it called? I've talked way too much today. I'm missing so many words. Yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I guesstimated where to cut this part here, and if anyone out there knows how to cut a part like this in a way that it would fit onto like a pipe like that, I envy you, because it was so hard for me. I have a pretty good 3-dimensional imagination, but I had no clue of. Yeah. What I want to say is I cut it by feeling, by gut feeling, and I had like this huge gap that I then filled with the epoxy metal stuff. Did the same thing on this side. And then I added another sheet aluminum. It's all aluminum, by the way, on the bottom. And all these flat aluminum pieces I got in the hardware store for like I think a meter for €3.50 or something. Long story short, this whole frame, fully aluminum, the complete thing weighs 670 grams. Has cost me about €10, maybe 11 or €12 if you would buy like really expensive rivets. But I simply used rivets that I found in the workshop, and these are 3mm in diameter and 6 or 8mm long, depending on where I put them. Like these short ones are like the 6mm ones here, and they barely go through both layers of metal here, which is I think 2mm sheet metal. They barely go through there, and then still have like a nub, so it's structurally sound. All of this thing. Let's see. Yep. I can show that. Like if I put my foot on here. You can hear it's basically a giant spring. This thing is solid. Super light and designed to perfectly fit the Alice frame, or fit an Alice pack as a frame, which I am going to do now and try it for the first time actually. So I will add that to this video. Yeah, basically see you now. And here we are again with the assembled not Alice pack on not an Alice frame. Yeah, basically same installation as you would do on an Alice pack. Winding that strap around twice around the frame. The shoulder straps, I just attached them below that. I just looped them through under there around my self-built frame. Like the top stuff, the shoulder straps basically attach just as they would do on a genuine frame, around the frame, through the little buckle. And yeah, that's it basically. If you imagine this thing filled, like, yeah, it's shaking, hard to show. Try holding it that way, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Eventually you have about like a hand width of room under there, so about like 10 centimeters, maybe 15 centimeters. If you practically want to use this, yeah. First of all, it's a glorified stand for your backpack, because this thing will not fall over the way it's designed. This is what I really love about it. Also, I've done it myself. And yeah, if you really fill it, like you have like a small ledge where you can like carry stuff, or if you're carrying like a sleeping system or an air mattress or something, like self-inflating air mattress, you roll it up, and I would probably strap it under there or on top here, and then like use the little shelf under the pack for like smaller or thinner stuff, whatever. Yeah. But that's what I spent my spare time of the last week on. Fiddling around, bending aluminum pipes and cutting and filing aluminum and smearing everything together with cheap epoxy and throwing some rivets in. And this thing is extremely light, like compared to my my other medium Alice pack that is genuine Alice pack, but with a reproduction frame. Even that aluminum reproduction frame is heavier than what this is, because once again the frame is 670 grams. The pack, I don't even know how heavy it is, but yeah, everything super nice except for the rust on the hardware and the tear on the webbing you see here. This has been from the rusted buckle or fastener here. So yeah, that's sad, but at the same time I'm super happy with what I've done. And just in case you want to build something like this yourself, I basically already explained how to do everything. As for the dimensions, the width of this is 1 foot, and the rest of it is eyeballed. The height is eyeballed. The length of this of the ledge, basically automatically, since this pipe bending thing that I got, it only has one diameter for the radius for bending. So I was forced with this 90-degree angle, and then basically, yeah, what the one tool dictated the dimensions, because no matter how, I couldn't have built it differently. I mean, I could have cut away maybe a part here or there, like a few centimeters, but it wouldn't have made much of a difference. And yeah, once again with this tent pole kit that I got really cheap, like those Polish tent pole kits, recycling those, basically the length of those fitting pieces also was a given thing, a given parameter that I use. So yeah, there we go. Once again, this is like 12 of these tent pole pieces, I think, or 10. I'm not even sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 pieces. Yeah, it's 10 of those pieces. You get 3 per pack, so it's basically 4 packs of those 10 pole parts, or 10 pole sets, 4 sets of 10 pole pieces, Polish 10 pole set times 4, and you have 2 of the straight pieces as spares. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's like a 10 euro frame and about 36 euro backpack. So you're what, 46 euros in, I mean under 50 euros, which is kind of expensive, but then again, I'm pretty confident in this because I bent the material myself, I glued and riveted everything together myself, and I'm pretty sure this holds at least as good as some of the worst shape Alice frames that I've seen or maybe have myself. So yeah. Oh, and also this thing stands; it doesn't fall over. I really have to exclamate this, have to pronounce this. I'm missing the word again. I have to. What do I have to? It's way too late. I'm way too tired. This is standing up and not falling over, exclamation mark. And not even my original frame, like where's the really good frame? Let me see. Like this is a large pack on the really good frame with the really good shoulder straps. If you touch it like a little bit, or imagine there would be some weight in the front and the back. This is empty now, okay? If there would be a little bit of weight in there, it would immediately fall over. This thing will not fall over. It is designed to not fall over. And it's pretty rigid and super light, and I'm super happy with it. And that's it for my Not an Alice pack or Not an Alice frame video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Yeah, I already said it. I was, or I still am. I am very tired. Naturally, I forgot something. This is a pouch frame from a German GDR, German Democratic Republic, former separate state of Eastern Germany. Backpack frame, where the backpack is like, yeah, it's like old polyester material with a rubberized backing, and the rubberized backing, it became really slimy and sticky when I was washing it in the tub with neutral soap, and I'm hand washing all of my packs, And this, the original pack became really sticky, so I cut off all the belts and buckles and everything I could maybe reuse, even 1 or 2 zippers out of there. Everything else goes into the trash. However, the frame is really neat. You can get these packs, these pouch packs, or Eastern German traveling, backpacking, hiking frame backpacks for as low as 10 to 15 euros, including shipping on German eBay. Really neat aluminum frames. Once again, this frame I threw some Molly backpack straps on there that are really weirdly rigged up, but somehow work. The belt holds way better, but also has way longer straps. This is really neat. And the whole idea of my DIY frame was, or is, that this can be used as a backpack on a frame. However, I wanted it to be so that I could strap the one frame onto the other frame. So I can carry it as is, as the Woodland Nato pseudo backpack, pseudo ALICE pack, or Nato ALICE pack. Or I could use it on the big frame with my Molly 2 straps and my Molly 2 utensils. However, I am still missing the. I need to organize some straps to actually attach it onto there. But yeah, that was the crazy idea I had behind all of this. And I'm not sure whether I will ever do it or find something else, some other pack to throw on here, because my whole problem, why actually I bought this frame to put an ALICE pack on there. The problem is, as you can probably see now, like this thing is way too wide for an ALICE pack, like at least let's say 8 to 10 centimeters per side. That the frame is too wide. So I bought this pipe bending thing to build an adapter for this frame, and as I was bending the pipes and trying to figure out how to build an adapter, I figured that it was way easier to simply build a complete frame that then could be attached to this frame. It actually makes no sense thinking about it now. But hey, why not? I mean, I just built it. I could build it, I did build it, and whatever I'm going to do with this frame is another thing for me to decide. And because I'm me, I don't have one of these frames, I have 2 more, but that's it for today. I'm really out of breath, and I've been filming videos for a long time today. Thanks for watching, have a nice day.